Hey everybody, welcome. So today I want to talk about the United States debt and how it's affecting you. So currently the United States debt, it's at 35.97 trillion. It went up about 10 billion in the past 12 hours, right? It's going up about 200 billion every 10 days, about 600 billion every month, right? And why this is affecting you. Um, it's affecting you, well, that's why everything's so expensive, right? That's why you're not getting any raises. That's why the streets aren't being fixed. That's why bridges are failing, right? That's why everything is so expensive, but it seems like it's not really worth it. It's really not worth anything, right? I almost cussed. I can't cuss on this channel. It's kind of hard for me. I cuss a lot. Anyway, so most of the things you're paying for, pretty much everything you're paying for. Let's just say everything you're paying for is overpriced. How does that make you feel? And it's not overpriced by a little bit. It's overpriced by probably like 10 times, easily, and that's being generous, right? And I'm gonna explain to you why, right? So the United States debt, it's so high, they can't afford to fix anything, and they can't afford to use real materials on anything. That's why most other countries say that we have matchstick houses, because they're basically they're made out of matchsticks. That's that's what they say, right? And we're in debt so high because we're spending more than we have. We only have about 5 trillion a year in income, and we're being forced to spend 7 trillion a year. Um, that's just because their spending isn't very well taken care of. But on top of that, we also owe 1 trillion in interest just to foreign countries and treasury bonds and things of that nature, right? So those things we have to pay every year. Those are interest that you're forced to pay, just like a credit card. You have to pay that, the minimum balance, or you're gonna have to default on your debt, right? So they're 2 trillion over their spending, and 1 trillion of that is because of the interest rate. Another trillion is because, I don't know, whatever you wanna. You can blame it on anything: Social Security, Medicare, the defense budget, tons of other things, right? You can blame it on whatever you want. But that being said, at the end of the day, there's nothing they can really do about that, and that's why I think eventually a collapse is going to come, and everything is eventually going to be priced at what it truly is. Because, like I said, you're paying at least 10 times more than you're supposed to be. Like, these stupid glasses I paid like $20 for. I mean, they do help me when driving, like, they're these night glasses. I'm not really here to talk about them, but they should have been like $5, you know? $3, something like that. So, United States GPD, right? They have about 29 trillion in GPD, right? Gross domestic product. That's pretty much everything in the United States, you know, their product, you know, food, you know, materials, anything that's worth something that is in the United States, basically, that has value, is part of the GPD, right? So collectively, it's worth 29 trillion. All right, let me wrap this around your head. Seems like a lot. All right, 29 trillion. Cool. Everything is worth 29 trillion. Some things are going to be worth more than others, but if you divide it all, you're going to have like an average amount of everything. Well, their credit derivatives, another way to put that, the money that they are saying is worth their GPD is 623 trillion. So basically, they have 630, I think it's 633 trillion on credit, saying that that is what everything in the United States is worth. You understand what I'm saying? So they're saying that all of these assets in the United States are worth 633 trillion. I gotta check again. I'm gonna do a more in-depth video. It's just gonna be kind of a quick video trying to tell you guys why everything's so expensive, right? And I haven't done a face video, so I kind of just wanted to show my face and show my appreciation to all my subscribers and everybody watching. Thank you anyway. But anyway, the United States GPD isn't even worth half of what they're saying it's worth, right? So on top of that, with the United States debt and the interest being so high, so the interest is accumulating more and more every year, it's just something that I have a feeling about. By 2030, there's going to be a collapse because the United States is going to be paying too much in interest. And on top of that, they're going to still be saying that things are worth way more than they are. So no one's going to be buying anything. And eventually they're going to come to a state of realization that the United States is they're just making a fool of them, you know. Got us paying almost $6 a gallon, you know. I'm in California, so I mean it's really expensive out here. But anyway, I don't really have too much else to talk about today. I might throw another video in tonight, but I just kind of wanted to wrap that around your guys' head. Everybody who's watching my videos should know why everything is so expensive by now. It's kind of because of you know, just over time things get more expensive, but it wouldn't have been this expensive. And on top of that, if things are this expensive, we should be getting paid a lot more. I'm gonna do another video on the difference of pay, because minimum wage is supposed to mean the minimum amount to afford an apartment or even a very small house, starter home at the least. And it's been like that pretty much all the way up until the 90s. I mean, you could say even up to the 2000s because of the 2008 crash. So there are a few more things that I am going to go into detail about, but these are the main points that I just wanted to bring to your attention. And anyway, I hope y'all have a good day. Thanks for joining, and I'm going to be here daily giving you information. Anyway, this is Updates by Trent. Have a good one.